that's I'll check it. I'll check. Once you can send the marks to me. Okay. Ah. Okay. Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Hmm. That last class what we done? I think I didn't give your marks to you because it is the lack of time. I didn't do that. Okay. So definitely tomorrow morning I'll do the correction. No? Tomorrow by evening you'll get results. That means the last examination marks. The last class what you done? Please tell me that. Last class. I think we started the partial fractions. Am I correct? And the partial fractions, I gave the just I gave the explanation about that.
Introduction, sir.
Introduction. Right now, few points you can write or dictate you can write. Then I explain that one. Right. Integration by partial fractions. Integration by partial fraction. Right now, first one, first point. Right. A rational fraction of the form, a rational function of the form P of x by
Sir,
Q of x.
sir, is it rational function or rational fraction?
Rational fraction. Okay, function I can write. Rational function of the form P of x by Q of x, comma, where Q of x not equal to 0, Q of x not equal to 0, not equal to 0, where P of x and Q of x are where P of x and Q of x are polynomials in x, polynomials in x.
Sir, can you repeat?
A rational function of the form P of x by Q of x, P of x by Q of x, comma, Q of x not equal to 0, Q of x not equal to 0, where where P of x and Q of x are where P of x and Q of x are polynomials in x, polynomials in x, full stop. If the degree of P of x is the degree of P of x is less than the degree of P of x is less than the degree of Q of x, the degree of Q of x. The degree of Q of x, full stop. Then the rational function is proper fraction. The rational function is proper fraction. Generally we know that one. So what is the meaning of proper fraction actually? Numerator is less than the denominator. In the same here also, the degree of numerator is less than the degree of denominator. That means here what is the numerator here now? P of x is the numerator and Q of x is the denominator. So the degree of P of x is less than the degree of Q of x. The degree of q of x. Okay, the degree of q of x, the first one. Next,
So
second
1
point.
minute, sir. Can you wait, sir?
Ah. Okay, that is the rational function is proper fraction.
Sir, can you please repeat it, sir? I have internet problem.
First point, I will write on the board only. Yes, it is. Right.
Not first one, sir. Second one.
Second one I didn't start still. Already the second point on the board only I will write right now. Second one. A rational function p of x by q of x, p of x by q of x is said to be improper, it will be quite opposite. Improper, then what happened that the degree of p of x is greater than the degree of q of x. Okay, if the degree of p of x is greater than degree of q of x, degree of q of x. Okay, or else if you want you can take, sometimes it will be equal to, also will get greater than or equal to, also greater than or equal to degree of p of x, q of x. This is the improper fraction. And third point, every improper fraction expressed as sum of a polynomial and a proper fraction, that means suppose you can take here now that p of x by q of x, it will be improper fraction means, and this can be written as t of x by, okay, t of x plus p of x by p1 you can take, no problem that one, and q of x. That means in this case, but it will be the proper fraction. It is the proper fraction here. Next, rules to resolve a proper fraction. Rules to resolve a proper fraction. In that, already yesterday I told that one. That points only, that rule to resolve the any proper fraction is given. Okay. So right now, every rational proper fraction, every proper rational fraction, same, can be expressed commented into can converted into converted into sum of two or more sum of two or more simple proper fractions. Simple proper fractions. Two or more simple proper fractions is called resolving into proper fractions. Resolving into, or it is the partial fractions. Resolving into partial fractions. Partial fractions. This is the more important. The rules to resolve the proper fraction. Every rational proper fraction can be converted into sum of two or more simple proper fractions. Already yesterday we done that one. The given 1 by x plus a into x plus b. Then what we done there now? We're dividing into parts there. The same way. The simple proper fractions is called resolving into partial fractions. Resolving into partial fractions. Now we can write, we have some rules are there. Already yesterday also we discussed about the same rules only. So now I can write now. Rules. First one. Rule 1. Rule 1. When denominator contain non-repeated linear factors, non-repeated linear factors in proper fraction, proper fraction, we
Sir. So what's that after contains, sir?
here contain non-repeated linear factors in proper fraction. We assume the fraction as already yesterday I gave the points to you, the 2 points you can write. In that one, first one, px plus q by x plus a into x plus b is equal to a by x plus a plus b by x plus b. One thing. And second one, px plus q by x plus a into x plus b into x plus c is equal to a by x plus a plus b by x plus b plus c by x plus c. Same here, all meaning is, when denominator contain non-repeated linear factors. It's all what you call this one linear factors only. In proper, this is the proper fraction, because when you multiply these two now, it will become the quadratic function it is. And this is the linear. The degree of linear is always less than the degree of the quadratic. So what you call this fraction now? This we call the proper fraction. This proper fraction, we assume the fractions as two numbers now, because two factors are there. That's why you can write now a by x plus a plus b by x plus b In the same, if you take in the second, 3 factors are there, means a by x plus a plus b by x plus b plus c by x plus c. In the rule 1 it is. And coming to the rule 2, right, when the denominator contains, when the denominator contains repeated linear factors, repeated linear factors, we assume the fractions, yes, this also yesterday I gave you. In this one, first one, if you take in, suppose 1 by x plus a whole square into x plus b. This one I can write now, a by x plus a plus b by x plus a whole square plus c by x plus b. One thing. The same you suppose you can take here now, 1 by x plus a whole square into
Sir,
x+b.
shouldn't it be integration of a
No.
by x
That is,
plus?
still we are not doing any integration. Just we are converting into only partial fractions we are doing. We're doing here now only partial fractions. Okay. 1 by x plus a whole square into x plus b whole square. This can be written as you can write now, a by x plus a plus b by x plus a whole square. B by x plus a whole square plus c by x plus b plus d by x plus b whole square. D by x plus b whole square. Okay. This is the rule 2. You know how many we are taking, that many times just we have to divide that. Next, rule 3.
Sir, sir, what is that capital A, V, C, sir, in one?
Capital A, capital B, capital C are the 3 constant values.
Okay, sir.
Capital A, capital B, capital C are 3 constant values. Right now, rule 3. In the proper fraction, when the denominator contains non-reducible functions, non-reducible functions, that means we can't reduce that. Non-reducible functions or fractions you can take, no problem on that one. That means a simple way you can say that one. Suppose if they given the quadratic equation, maybe it has suppose x square plus 3 is given. Denominator containing x square plus 3. The x square plus 3 we can reduce that. Is it possible? Is it possible? Suppose you've taken x square plus 3 in the denominator. Suppose we got like this. This is, we can't find the factors. It will be non-reducible. So this kind of functions we are getting the denominator. On the time, just we have to find the, you can give the other method, we have to follow that one. That one I can write. Reducible or factorizable quadratic factors. That is not required. This is only can remember, it's enough. Non-reducible fractions. Then you can write. First one, 1 by x plus a into x plus a into x square plus 4. Suppose you've taken x square plus 4 means, but this is, we can't reducible. We can't reduce. That means you can write now this one, you can divide into a by x plus a plus, here you can write now bx plus c by x square plus c. Sorry, x square plus 4. The formula. Okay. Anything, any non-reducible. Yes, tell me.
Sir, what is it, sir? 1 by x plus a into x square plus what, sir?
4, x square plus 4.
That's the formula, sir.
The formula, suppose here, you know, in this condition, it will
That
be
4
reducible.
is nothing but c, sir.
It is the not c. This is one of the constant value only. But this is the entire thing is the one function. You can see the point here now. In the proper fraction, when the denominator contains non-reducible function. Non-reducible function. What is non-reducible function here now? Means we can't reduce that. But in this function, this is not reducible. That means that's why we got only one function will be not reducible. That's why we're taken directly. It is that it will be same. It's like previous linear function it is. Taken a by x plus a plus, it will be non-reducible. So clearly you can take bx plus c by x square plus 4. In the same, you can take one more example here now. Suppose 1 by x square plus 1 into x square plus 5. Here clearly the two denominator functions are the non-reducible only. Now in this case, then what we have to, first the one is the reducible. So clearly you can write ax plus b by x square plus 1. And the second also non-reducible. So this one you can write now cx plus d by x square plus 1. Okay. Suppose in the same way, three functions we got, three functions will be non-reducible. And that time you will get ax plus b by first one plus cx plus d by second one. And third one ex plus f by third function. So like that you can expand that.
Sir, that second one which you wrote, shouldn't it be ax plus b by x square plus 1
Yes.
plus cx plus d
5.
by x square
This is the
5?
5. This is the 5. Okay. X square plus 5. So one more time listen now. I give the three rules to you. First one is in your proper fraction. Generally how to resolve that. Suppose they given px plus q by x plus a into x plus b. Directly you can write now a by x plus a in plus b by x plus b. In the same way, how many factors we are getting, that many times just you can split it. And coming to the rule 2, if the denominator, first one is the non-repeated. Denominator, suppose the denominator contain non-repeated linear factors are there, then we have to write like this. And what is the second function here now? Second rule, denominator contain repeated linear factors. Repeated linear factors. Here see now, if take an example, x plus a will be repeated. X plus a whole square means it will be repeated. X plus a into x plus a. So that kind of condition, no? So we have to take how many times to be repeating, that many fractions we have to take. So x plus a repeating twice. That's why taken a by x plus a plus b by x plus a whole square. And x plus b only one time is there now. Then you can write a c by x plus b. That is the second rule. And coming to the third rule, it is the denominator contains non-reducible function. Non-reducible function. That time, then how many reducible functions are there? That means suppose you take x plus a. This is a generally proper fraction we are taking. That's why taking a by x plus a. Only this is a non-reducible x square plus 4. That's why we are taking here now bx plus c. This, but here coming to second one now, but these two are the non-reducible only. That's why we are taking first for first one ax plus b. For the second one cx plus d by the same thing. Okay. So these are the three rules, important rules of partial fractions. By using these rules, then you will find the integrations of partial fraction, integrations of the functions
Sir,
we will do. Yes, tell me.
sir, I didn't understand the logic behind ax plus v and cx plus d, sir.
Here,
Yes, sir.
in denominator, how many non-reducible functions are there? Tell me. 2 are there.
2, sir.
Is correct. Here now, only 1 is there. But first one, it's like previous. Already we know. That's why I'm taking a by x plus a. There only one reducible function is there now. Non-reducible function. That's why I'm taking bx plus c by x square plus 4. But coming to here now, 2 are there. Na? Is correct?
Yes, sir.
So for first one thing what you get ax plus b by this one. Plus for second one again, because same thing, we're taking like this only. Then cx plus d by x square plus 5.
Sir, in denominator, if we have another improper fraction.
Yes, you can take. Suppose if you take no other 3, suppose you can take third one. 1 by, suppose if you take an x square plus 1 into x square plus 5 into, suppose x square plus 4 also is there. Okay. Now 3 are there. In this case, you can write now 1 is ax plus b by x square plus 1 plus next one cx plus d by x square plus 5. Okay, plus a b c d over next ex plus f by third one x square plus 4.
Sir, I can give any alphabet, sir.
Yes, any order I can take. That is okay. Any alphabet I can take, but at last after finding the value, we'll get the same thing only.
Okay.
Okay. Like this. Okay, these are the 3 important rules. 3 important rules of partial fractions. Partial fractions. By applying these rules, now we can do the integration. Yes, first all of you complete this, then I'll give the example to you. Okay. Completed.
Yes, sir.
Right now, one small example you can write. Integrate the following with respect to x. Integrate the following with respect to x. I shall drop this side now here. Is it over? Complete, all of you completed?
Yes, sir.
Integrate the following. Integrate the following with respect to x. First one, I equal to integration of x by x plus 1 into x plus 2 into dx. Into dx. Okay. Here see now we got the linear function, but what do you call this one? It will be proper or improper it is. It will be the clearly proper fraction. So immediately first don't take integration. The given function first you can take. What is the given function here? X by x plus 1 into x plus 2 is equal to. Now how to resolve this one? The 2 linear factors are there. So clearly you can write now this is the a by x plus 1 a by x plus 1 plus b by x plus 2 by using the for rule 1, by using rule 1, this one. Correct. Px plus q by x plus a into x plus b equal to, then how to write this value? A by x plus a plus b by x plus b. The same, you first resolve it. Now the right side value take LCM. X by x plus 1 into x plus 2 is equal to, what the LCM here now? X plus 1 into x plus 2 is the LCM. But these two will be cancelled. And what about remaining here now? A into x plus 2 plus b into x plus 1. B into x plus 1. B into x plus 1. Okay. Now both the sides, these two fractions now, denominators are equal. So clearly the numerator must be equal. So what is that? Therefore x equal to a into x plus 2 plus b into x plus 1. Why we are taking this one means for finding the values of a and b. For finding the values of a and b. But in this case, but no need to multiply and simplification. It's not required for you. It's not required. Directly you do one thing. Suppose either you can multiply completely and comparing both sides with the coefficients, like coefficients. Then it's okay, but no need to do that all those things. So I am taking here now let, already yesterday I explained very clearly, counting into any one of the term must be 0. Suppose I am taking here now let x equal to minus 2. If taken no, but whatever we have taken the value of x, it must be compulsory and substituting in LHS side also. It's compulsory. Taken x equal to minus 2 means what happened now? This is the minus 2 equal to a into minus 2 plus 2 plus b into minus 2 plus 1. So minus 2 plus 2 equal to, this will be cancelled, 0 only. So a into 0 equal to 0. So minus 2 equal to b into, here minus 2 plus 1 equal to minus 1. Clearly both sides minus will be cancelled. So that implies the value of b equal to 2. The value of b equal to 2. Okay. Next one. Second one. Now I am taking the let x equal to minus 1. Let x equal to minus 1. Then it's become that 0 now. So minus 1 equal to a into minus 1 plus 2 plus b into minus 1 plus 1. So minus 1 equal to...
Sir, I didn't understand why you took x as minus 2, sir.
This is just I am assuming myself. Because what is required now, the values of a comma b were required now. Suppose we have to get the value of b means compulsory the value of x, what we have to take? Suppose you require the value of b required. The value of b required means compulsory this term becomes the 0 only. Na? We have to count into 0 this one. This is we have to count into 0 means in place of x we will take minus 2. So minus 2 plus 2 equal to 0, but 0 into a equal to will get 0. Correct? Understood now? I am assuming myself. Suppose otherwise, okay, this is you feel difficult, but this is only easy. This is only easy. Or else you can do one more one. X equal to first to multiply a into x, ax plus 2a plus bx plus b. Later just we writing the separately. Understood now? Comparing both sides, the coefficient of x and constant value. Then we are finding the values of a and b also. That also you can do. Okay, no doubt at all. It can do. That is your choice. But this is a very easy. This is a very easy.
Not like that, sir.
It's fine.
B equal to
it's
A
fine.
equal minus 1.
Yes. B equal to, we got the same thing only, see now. Here, but this is a very easy way. Suppose I am taking here now x equal to minus 2. Minus 2 plus 2 equal to 0 only, na? But a into 0 equal to the center term, it's become the 0. And only this term is the remaining. Then directly they will get the value of b will get. That's correct. So minus 2 plus 1 equal to minus 1. So b into minus 1 equal to minus b. So minus b equal to x equal to minus 2 we are taking. Minus 2. So minus 2 equal to minus b means minus minus will be cancelled. The value of b equal to 2. Directly in the same way, now we require the value of a required because already b we got. So value of a required means b counted into 0. Then how did it become that 0 now? Clearly you can take the in place of x you can take minus 1. That only I took here now x equal to minus 1 I am taking. So minus 1 equal to a into minus 1 plus 2 plus b into, and this will be cancelled 0 only. So minus 1 plus 2 equal to a plus 0 it is. So the value of a equal to minus 1. The value of a equal to minus 1. Now a comma b A comma B. Suppose this is the key equation number 1 I can take. A comma B is substitute in first equation. Then what we are getting, the value of x equal to A equal to minus 1 into minus 1 into, or else here you can substitute, not here, you can substitute here now. This is the first equation you can take. So clearly you can write now. So therefore x by x plus 1 into x plus 2 is equal to A equal to minus 1 by x plus 1 plus B equal to 2 by x plus 2. 2 by x plus 2. Now apply both sides. Apply integration on both sides. Apply integration on both sides. On both sides. Then we will get the answer. Direct step. Now apply integration on both sides now. So integration of x by x plus 1 into x plus 2 into dx is equal to integration of, you can write now, minus 1 by x plus 1 plus 2 by x plus 2 whole into dx. Whole into dx. Now write separately now. If taken minus common outside, integration of 1 by x plus 1 into dx one thing, plus 2 into integration of x plus 2 into dx is the second one. Now we know very well that one. The integration of x plus 1 equal 1 by x plus 1 equal to minus log modulus of x plus 1, one thing, plus 2 into log modulus of x plus 2 is the second one, plus c. Log a minus log b. Log a minus log b equal to log of a by b. We know very well that one. Or else this one I can write now. 2 log modulus of x plus 1 plus log modulus of x plus 2 whole square plus c. Then this one I can write log modulus of x plus 2 whole square by x plus 1 plus c is the answer for that. Or else if you want, you can stop the procedure here only, no problem. That not an issue. Substituting, stop there. Very easy, simple thing only. But up to here only our work. Up to here, just we got the values of a and b. We got means. So after we got the values of a and b, you can substitute directly here. This is because it's the partial fractions. Later apply both sides integration. Apply both sides integration. So integration of this one equal to integration of a by x plus 1 plus b by x plus 1. Integration of 1 by x equal to log x. We know very well. So directly I am taking the formula there. Clear? All of you got it? Please respond. At least you understand 50%.
Understood, sir.
Sir,
Ah.
sir, if we stop at the last third step, we'll get marks now, sir.
Here,
Should we? Yes, sir.
yes, you will get marks. You get marks, but we know the property of logarithm. That's why I'm applying that. Okay. Suppose you write in that up to last step, up to here means it will be good. Start now. Integration of 1 by x plus 1 into x plus 2 into dx. Start all of you. Very easy, simple again. In place of x here, we got now 1. That's all. You'll get 1 here. Same thing, you can take LCM. Here also you'll get 1. Then here now 1 equal to will get. Same. If you take an x equal to -2, the a it's become that 0. A become that 0 now. A become 0. But here you can write now, but no x means this is the always 1 only can write. So this also you can write now 1. This is clearly can write -1 only. So the value of b equal to -1. The value of b equal to -1. Again x equal to you can take here now -1. So this is the +1 only will get. Any other second term it's become that 0. So this is the a. The value of a equal to 1 we got. A comma b substituting in the first equation. So what is the first equation here now? 1 by. Same. 1. This is the -1. -1 now. Apply integrations on both sides. Apply integrations on both sides. This is the 1 by. And first one is 1. And second one is, you can write now -1 I can write. So this is the positive only. 1 by. This is clearly can write now minus. So log modulus of x plus 1 minus log modulus of x plus 2 plus c. Log a minus log b equal to directly you can write now logarithm of a by b. So you can write answer log modulus of x plus 1 by x plus 2 plus c is the answer for that. So you know how much easy? Very easy questions. Partial fractions. That's why if you know the method, then whatever problem they're asking in examination, we easily will score.
Sir,
Ah,
what's the second question?
I equal to integration of 1 by x plus 1 into x plus 2 into dx. This is the answer for that. This is the answer. I write down the problem also. The third one, I am not solving this question. You can try yourself only because simpler time waste. X minus 1, x minus 2. That is try yourself, all of you. Question number 3. Okay. question number 3 can try you later. Okay. And question number 4 also. I equal to integration of x by x square minus 9. X by x square minus 9 into dx. So these two questions later you can try yourself, not now, because it's very easy only. Here are same, x by 9 can be written as 3 square you can write now. So it is you can write x square minus 3 square into dx. So what about this formula? X by a square minus b square. So a square minus b square equal to a plus b into a minus b. So I can write now x plus 3 into x minus 3 into dx. X plus 3 into x minus 3 into dx. Then follow the same procedure. Divide into partial fractions and you can find it. These two questions try later. Because same model, so once you can try yourself. Now I'll give the question number 5. This one all of you look at the board now. I equal to 3x minus 1 by 3x minus 1 by x minus 1 into x minus 2 into x minus 3 into dx. Into dx. This is the question. All of you listen. Look at the board now. Here same thing only. It's in the form of px plus q by x minus a into x minus b into x minus c. So first you can divide into resolve into partial fractions. Resolve into partial fractions. So 3x minus 1 by x minus 1 into x minus 2 into x minus 3. So this can be written as immediately 3 linear factors are there. So a by x minus 1 first one plus b by x minus 2 second one plus c by x minus 3. It is equation number 1 I can take. Now for the RHS value take LCM. So 3x minus 1 by taken x minus 1 into x minus 2 into x minus 3 is equal to if taken x minus 1 into x minus 2 into x minus 3 or the LCM. So the x minus 1 will be cancelled. Then what about remaining? A into x minus 2 into x minus 3 plus b into x minus 2 will be cancelled. So x minus 1 into x minus 3 plus c into x minus 3 will be cancelled. So you can write now c into x minus 1 into x minus 2. X minus 1 into x minus 2 here. Okay. Now denominators are equal. So numerator must be equal. So therefore, you can write now 3x minus 1 equal to a into x minus 2 into x minus 3 plus b into x minus 1 into x minus 3 plus c into x minus 1 into x minus 2. Clear up to this step now? Now here suppose you're multiplying and multiply with the a, it will take so much time. That's why previous I gave the shortcut to you. What is that? Suppose the value of a required now. The value of a required. Here in this one, x minus 1 not there. But here x minus 1 is there now, here x minus 1 is there. So you do one thing now, let x equal to you can take minus 1. Sorry, x equal to plus 1 you can take. Because if you take an x equal to plus 1, 1 minus 1 equal to 0. Here also 1 minus 1 equal to 0. I'm taking x equal to 1. So whatever we are taking the value of x, this value of x you can substituting in LHS as well as RHS. Now you can substitute in there 3 into 1 minus 1 is equal to a into 1 minus 2 into 1 minus 3 plus b into 1 minus 1 equal to 0 na? But 0 into anything equal to 0 plus here also 1 minus 1 equal to 0. 0 into anything equal to 0 only. That means a and b will be cancelled directly. So 3 into 1 3. 3 minus 1 equal to 2 equal to a into minus 1 into minus 2. Minus into minus plus only is equal to 2a. So the value of a equal to how much? 1. So easily we got the value of a. Next, in the same way, now value of a we got now. The value of b required. So what are the factors are there here now in the value of b? X minus 1, x minus 3 is there. So x minus 2 is missing. So x minus 2 is missing means then what will take the what you can assume yourself that let x equal to it will take 2 Suppose if taken x equal to 2 means what happened? 2 minus 2 equal to 0, and b value you will get easily, and here also 2 minus 2 equal to 0 only. So x equal to, you can substituting in this equation. Same, 3 into 2 minus 1 is equal to, the value of a is 0, plus b into 2 minus 1 into 2 minus 3, plus c also becomes that 0 only. Now remember, 2 3s are 6. 6 minus 1 equal to b into 1 into minus 1. So 5 equal to minus b. That implies the value of b equal to minus 5. The value of b equal to minus 5. B also we got. Now what is required? The value of c also required. But taking c in here, what are the factors? Are the x minus 1 and x minus 2 is there, but x minus 3 not there. That's why I'm taking here now. Let x equal to 3 can take. Let x equal to 3. 3 can again you can substitute in there now. 3 3 is a 3 into 3 minus 1 equal to. I think here now x equal to 3 we are taking means 3 minus 3 equal to 0, but 0 into anything equal to clearly 0, plus the same with the value of b of 0 only. 3 minus 3 equal to 0. So b also 0. Only c is the remaining. 3 minus 1 into 3 minus 2. So 3 3s are 9. 9 minus 1 equal to, so c into 2 into 1. So 8 equal to 2c. That implies the value of c equal to 8 by 2 equal to 4. That implies the value of c equal to 4. The value of c also equal to 4 now. Okay. The value of a, b, c we got. Now value of a comma b comma c. A comma b comma c is substitute in first equation. Substitute in first equation. There you can substitute there. So therefore 3x minus 1 by x minus 1 into x minus 2 into x minus 3 is equal to, the value of a equal to how much? 1 we got. 1 by x minus 1. B equal to we got minus 5. So minus 5 by x minus 2. C equal to we got 4 now. Plus 4 by x minus 3 now. Now apply both sides log integration. Apply integration on both sides. Apply integration on both sides. On both sides. Okay. Then where you can apply the integration here? The same thing. For this, to this function you can apply the integration. You can do that. Integration of this one is equal to integration of 1 by x minus 1 minus integration of 5 by x minus 2 plus integration of 4 by x minus 3. Anyhow, 1 by x minus 1 equal to log modulus of x minus 1 minus 5 into log modulus of x minus 2 plus 4 into log modulus of x minus 3. Okay. Then complete that. That means once we got the values of a comma b comma c, then almost our problem is done. Clear this problem? Any doubts are there in this question? Kavya? Kavya, please respond. Kavya? Kavya? Please say yes or no. You got or not? That's all. Dhanush? Understood? Dhanush? Oh, all are full busy now, but no one are responding. Likita, my voice is audible?
Yes, sir.
But why they are not responding? Understood this? Anirudh?
Yes, sir.
Anirudh? Anirudh?
Understood, sir.
Nothing, very easy, simple thing only. Whatever they given, it is the maybe 3 linear factors or 4 linear factors. Suppose we got 4 factors here. Then you will get A by first one, C B by second, C by third, and 4D by fourth. That's all. And we are taking the LCM as usual. Here also suppose we have to find the value of A. We have to find here now value of A. Value of A required means compulsory the B and C must be zeros. These two we have to count into 0. Now how to get 0 now? Clearly you can observe that x minus 2 is there, x minus 3 is there. So x minus 1 is missing out of 3 factors. So you directly can take x equal to 1, you can take then 1 minus 1 equal to 0, 1 minus 1 equal to 0, but 0 and anything equal to 0, 1. Like clearly the two terms become that 0. This is the remaining. Then we got the value of A. Next, the value of B required means compulsory we have to count into A, and that means the first term and last third term will be zeros. But how to get zeros now? We can see clearly. In B term, x minus 1 and x minus 3 is there. Only x minus 2 is the missing. That's why I'm taking here now. Let x equal to 2. So if we take x equal to 2 means A will be 0 and C also 0 now. So whatever we are taking the value, that is you can substituting in both LHS and RHS equally. So if you take in LHS now, it is 3x minus 1. So 3 into 2 minus 1 is equal to B into, as usual, you can substitute in there now. The value of B we got. Next to that, the value of C required. In C, x minus 1, x minus 2 is there, but x minus 3 it's not there. But anyhow, we are counting into A and B will be zeros means the value of C will get. That's why I'm taking here now the x equal to 3. So if you take an x equal to 3, the first term and second term, these two will become that 0. Directly we'll get the value of C we are getting. C equal to 4. Now A comma B comma C can substituting in the first equation. So 3x minus 1 by the same thing is equal to A by the value of A equal to 1 we got. So 1 by x minus 1 plus B by x minus 2. B equal to minus 5 means you can write now minus 5 by x minus 2. Okay. Plus C equal to 4 now. So 4 by x minus 3. We got this. 4 by x minus 3. Now apply integration on both sides. Apply integration on both sides. That means we'll get like this. Integration of, here also integration of. Here whole into dx you can take here also into dx also you can take. Then that integration you can apply separately, individually for each and every term. We know very well integration of 1 by x minus 1 equal to log modulus of x minus 1 minus 5 by x minus 2 equal to 5 into log modulus of x minus 2 plus 4 into log modulus of x minus 3 plus c. Okay. Suppose after we got that one, you required clear that method. That means the complete simplification you required means then you do one thing like this. Suppose we got the answer log modulus of x minus 1 minus 5 into log modulus of x minus 2 plus 4 into log modulus of x minus 3 we got plus c. Observe that this one. So this can be written as log modulus of x minus 1 minus log modulus of x minus 2 whole power 5. This one plus this is the log modulus of x minus 3 whole power 4 plus c. Log a minus log b equal to logarithm of a by b. That means log modulus of x minus 1 by x minus 2 whole power 5 plus log modulus of x minus 3 whole power 4 plus c. Again log a plus log b. Log a plus log b equal to logarithm of a into b also will get. So you can write now log modulus of a into b. So a equal to then what we are getting x minus 1 into x minus 3 whole power 4 whole by x minus 2 whole power 5 plus c. This is the final answer for that. Okay. Because we will stop the procedure here, but still we'll simplify that. Because until is possible, we have to do the simplification. But after taking this condition, but we can't simplify anything. That's why we left that one. Log modulus of x minus 1 into x minus 3 whole power 4 by x minus 2 whole power 5 plus c. That 5 marks question means definitely we will get either from these partial fractions. Next, previous px plus q by we done the questions. That models is important. Later we will get biparts. That is the last concept in the indifferent integrals. The biparts. A few 3 formulas are there. Okay, that is important. And previous I gave the 6 standard formulas I gave. That one is important. If we learn these all 4 models perfectly, definitely we will get 5 marks and 3 marks questions easily answers.
So this could be a 6-mark question.
It's not 6 marks. There are 5 marks question.
But for CBSE, there is no 5-mark question.
Okay, 6 marks. Okay, and coming to the previous inspection method and all this, we done that. That questions they'll ask for 2 marks or 1 mark questions like that. Okay. And from the different integrals, we will get the 10 marks combination we will get.
Sir, what will be the final answer for this question, sir?
This is the answer.
Sir,
Log modulus of x minus 1 into x minus 3 whole power 4 by x minus 2 whole power 5 plus c.
Sir, can I leave at the first step of the...
No, okay, you can leave, but this one still will do the simplification. Until suppose it's not possible, then we can't do anything. But after this step, we know the properties of logarithms. Log a minus log b equal to logarithm of a by b. Is correct? N into log a equal to log a power n. We know that log a plus log b equal to logarithm of a into b. But all the properties we know. That means we know the properties means compulsory we have to simplify. So compulsory all of you should write up to this last step. Okay?
Okay, sir.
Take one more problem you can take. Integration of same thing only. Integration of x by I'll give the time to you. All of you just can solve yourself and tell me the answer. Final answer you can tell me. Integration of x by same question, but the numerator will be different. X minus 1 into x minus 2 into x minus 3 into dx. Yes, start now. Anyone got the answer? Very easy. First tell me the value of A equal to how much you got, tell me. Anyone? The value of A equal
1
to
by 2.
1 by 2. Very good. The value of B equal to
Minus 2.
minus 2. Okay. The value of C equal to anyone? The value of C equal to
3 by 2.
3 by 2. Very good. That's all. Once we find the values of A comma B comma C, almost our work is done. Yes, tell me.
Sir, 1 by 2 log modulus x minus 1
Yes, very good.
minus 2 log modulus x minus plus 3 by 2 log modulus x minus.
Very good. Very good. That's all. That's the final answer. Yes. Very good.
Sir, in this case, don't need to use properties of log.
Oh, it's not required because 1 by 2 fractions we got, na? Is correct. We got the fractions. If if you want, you can do. No objections at all. Okay. 1 by 2 right in the power of the x minus 1 whole power 1 by 2 and minus log modulus x minus 2 whole square plus log modulus of x minus 3 whole power 3 by 2. Then you can take. Not an issue. Okay. Now you got it that partial fractions. Partial fractions clear now?
Yes, sir.
And one more you can write now. Integration of 2x by x square plus 3x plus 2 into dx. Integration of 2x by x square plus 3x plus 2 into dx. Integration of 2x by x square plus 3x plus 2 into dx. Now what will do that? See down we got the quadratic equation. First you can find the factors of this one. X square plus 3x plus 2 equal to 1 into 2 equal to will get now. So you can write x square plus x plus 2x plus 2 you can write. Take an x common, x plus 1. Plus 2 common means then you will get x plus 1. So the factors are x plus 1 into x plus 2. Okay. So after finding the factors you can substitute in there and you can follow the procedure again. So therefore integration of 2x by x square plus 3x plus 2 into dx is equal to, you can write now, integration of 2x by x plus 1 into x plus 2 into dx. Now you can follow the same procedure. Already you know that one. I am not solving up from here. Then all of you can try yourself and tell me the answer. So this can be written as x by a by x plus 1 plus b by x plus 2. b by x plus 2. Yes, start now. You can start now. Anyone got the answer?
Sir, log modulus x plus 2 power 4 by x plus 1 power 2.
By x plus 1 whole square plus c. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. Sorry. Next one right now. One more. Integration of x square plus 1 integration of x square plus 1 whole by x square minus 5x plus 6 into dx.
Sir, can you write the question?
Integration of x square plus 1 whole by x square minus 5x integration of x square plus 1 by x square minus 5x plus 6 into dx. This is the question now. First you can see immediately the given problem is, it is the proper fraction or improper fraction. That is more important. Tell me anyone. It is the proper or improper?
Improper.
Improper. If it is improper, then what we have to do? But directly for taking that one, it's not possible. That's correct. We have to write in the form of, already gave one formula to you. What is that? Function plus proper fraction we have to write. Is correct? That means the improper fraction can be written as q plus r by d. Q plus r by d form we have to write. Previous also I gave this formula to you. But how to get this one means, already I gave the point very clearly. If they given suppose improper fraction, it means the degree of the numerator is greater than or equal to denominator. That we call as the improper fraction. The given function is improper. First compulsory all of you we should write in the form of like this. Q plus, what is the meaning of Q here now? Quotient plus remainder by dividend. Then how to write means, first you can do the long division method, you know very well. Generally this function is the dividend and divisor. Take here now x square plus 1 and this is x square minus 5x plus 6 now. Okay, first you can divide separately. First term you can take here now x square by x square, this will be cancelled 1, so you can take 1 here. So 1 into x square minus 5x plus 6, subtract it. So when into the subtraction, the change the signs, minus become plus and plus become minus, and this will be cancelled. So you can write now, this is the 5x, 1 minus 6 equal to, you can write now minus 5. So clearly this is the divisor, and this is the we call as the quotient, and this is the we call as the remainder. Now that same thing can apply the formula that q plus r by d. The r by d means we call as the divisor here. D means divisor, quotient, remainder and divisor. Now this entire function you can write now. So therefore x square plus 1 by x square minus 5x plus 6 can be written as q equal to 1 plus remainder equal to, you can write now 5x minus 5 whole by x square minus 5x plus 6. Now we can do the partial fractions, because this is the, what you call this one, proper fraction. This is the one constant function. That means improper fraction can be written as function plus properties. So after we got the proper, then you can apply the same thing. So now apply integration on both sides. So therefore, integration of x square plus 1 by x square minus 5x plus 6 into dx is equal to, this one I can write clearly, integration of 1 plus 5x minus 5 by x square minus 5x plus 6 into dx.
Sir, we have any another way other than
No.
division, sir?
Definitely we have to do. Definite 100% we have to do this only. No other way. Okay? Because
Yes,
the fraction will be proper fraction, then only we can apply the partial fractions. Or else it's not possible. That's why I'm giving this. And now we can apply no separate integration for that. First one, integration of 1 into dx is the first one, plus integration of 5x minus 5 whole by x square minus 5x plus 6 into dx. And the integration of 1 equal to, we know very well that this is the x only, plus. And integration of 5x minus 5y, the factors of this one equal to, I think clearly will get x minus 2 into x minus 3. This is, you want explanation how to get this one? How do you get this? You want explanation for that? So if we take it to 6 here now, 1 into 6, 6 only, 2, 3 are 6. But we require, we have to get minus 5 in middle of that. How do you get minus 5? Minus 2, minus 3. That means the factors are x minus 2 and x minus 3. The factors are x minus 2 and x minus 3. So then we can write now x plus. This is you can take separately. First you can do one thing. It is equation number 1 you can take. Now again this 5x minus 5 by x minus 2 into x minus 3. You can resolve into factors of partial fractions. This you can write now a by x minus 2 plus b by x minus 3, b by x minus 3. Then 5x minus 5 by x minus 2 into x minus 3 is equal to, if you take an LCM here, x minus 2 into x minus 3 is the LCM, and these will be cancelled. So a into x minus 3 plus b into x minus 2, b into x minus 2. Denominators are equal, so numerator must be equal. So 5x minus 5 equal to, right now a into x minus 3 plus b into x minus 2. Then follow the same procedure. Suppose you've taken x equal to 3, the clearly the value of a must be 0 now. This is a 3 5s are 15 minus 5 equal to 10, equal to 3 minus 2 equal to 1 only. So the value of b equal to 10. Then if you take an x equal to 2 now, we take an x equal to 2, so that b it's become that 0. The clearly 2 means 2 5s are 10, 10 minus 5 equal to 5 we are getting. So the value of a equal to minus 5. The value of a equal to minus 5. Same. AB you can substitute in there now. Apply integration you can do. Clear that? When it is, if they give an improper fraction, that time only. They give an improper, compulsory we have to do like this. Compulsory we have to do like this. If it is the proper fraction, yes, you can follow. Proper fraction you can do. Not an issue. You know that very easy, simple. After finding this value, directly can substitute in the first equation. That is the final answer for that.
Sir,
Hmm.
answer is
Hmm.
x plus log
Hmm.
modulus of x minus 3
Ah.
whole power 10 by x minus 2 whole power 5 plus c.
By x minus 2 whole power 5 plus c. Very good. X plus log modulus of x minus 3 whole power 10 by x minus 2 whole power 5 plus c. That's fine. Okay. So all of you should remember, if they give an improper, definitely we have to do like this. But how to get this condition means, you can do the normal division, dividend and divisor. You can do normally, we know the long division method, how to solve that one. One step you can do, but no need to do the complete all the steps. You can do just one step, it's enough. Divisor, quotient and remainder. Means the improper fraction is converted into quotient plus remainder by divisor. The quotient equal to we got 1 plus remainder equal to 5x minus 5 whole by divisor equal to x square minus 5x plus 6. Right now. Now clearly the second function is the proper fraction. Proper. Then you can apply the integration. You can follow the as it is. But if you take an improper directly dividing into partial fractions is not possible. All of us should remember. Maybe this one you can split by splitting the middle term, we'll get two factors. With the x minus 2 and x minus 3 we will get. But don't take directly because x square is there now. Because the degree of the numerator is equal to degree of the denominator. But these two degrees are equal. Then this is the we call as the improper fraction it is. Improper fraction. Okay. Tomorrow also we will do the some few improper fractions we will do. Then after that one, just we are going to the by parts. By parts method. Okay. Almost near, we are coming to the last of the chapter. Then by parts we done means we have only different integrals only pending. We will do that. What is today date? 15th. Oh, most probably it is the by this month ending we will complete this chapter. Then within 1 week we will complete that into application of integrations also we will do. Okay. We will complete that. Then this chapter is over means almost we will complete fast only all those things. Application integration, differential equations, and 3D vectors. Next LPP and probability. We'll try. Okay. Next class we'll meet again. And all of you should remember this Friday we have test is there. Okay. But tomorrow that last test I'll do the correction. No? Tomorrow you'll get marks. And this Friday we have test is there. Then the remaining exercise. 102 exercises over. And the 3 more exercises pending in that chapter. The 3 exercises I'll give you. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Today class is
Yes,
clear
sir.
now.
Yes, sir.
But important concept. And even Anirudh also previously told the partial fractions he have doubts are there. Okay, Anirudh. Now you got the idea? Anirudh? Okay. We'll continue next class.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome.